Hey everyone, welcome back. I am excited to share with you this organization video. If you have not seen the transformation video of how I turned this garage into our dream closet, and by me, I really mean my husband who conceptualized it, designed it, and brought it to life. He was the one who did all the things. I can't take credit. You could go and check that video out. I will have it probably at the end of this video or linked somewhere, but you can definitely check out that video. And today I'm just going to take you through this closet and walk you through the organization solutions that I put in place for certain things, because although this is a nice size closet, I still needed to get things into an organized system in order for me to maximize the space, which for me, I've mentioned before, storage is very important. So let's jump into it and let me show you how I organize the space. I, I am exhausted. Um, I have to start working on this closet and all the little things like the organization. But anyway, all of this will soon be taken down. We've been living like this for about 2.5 months, and yeah, I want my room back. I want to reclaim my space, but I'm very excited. It is basically done. He just has a few other things that he needs to do. I figured I'd probably start with the hangers, at least switch them out so that when it is time to move our things upstairs, which will be literally like probably tomorrow, it's just a matter of bringing everything upstairs. And I'm also working through like the clothes since we're now heading into summer. I've been trying to put away a lot of my winter clothes, so working on that as well, but I am exhausted. I can't be more exhausted than him because I know that he's been working hard. I am tired, okay? I am tired. All right. Once my husband was close to finishing the closet, he had ordered a bunch of hangers. Turns out that he actually didn't order enough, and not for nothing, I think that he has more stuff than I do. But proactively, I swapped out the hangers so that once it was ready, the closet was ready, I was able to just bring the stuff up. And it works beautifully because that's exactly what I did. I put my stuff in hangers. I also helped him with his stuff. I brought up his stuff, but then eventually he was the one who organized how he wanted to see it. Now, here's the thing, when I have a brand new space or something that I want to redecorate or whatever it is, I feel like I need to see it first and kind of give it a beat before I decide what kind of pieces I want to put in there. I feel like I needed to talk to me, like I needed to speak to me and let me know what would go good in this space. So, little by little, we were just ordering things and figuring out what would be best for the spaces that we have now. And eventually, guys, I had to part with my Alex drawer, which I loved. I really did not want to let this go. I sold it despite me wanting to keep it. But my husband said there's no room for it, which obviously there wasn't any room for it. I even considered bringing it upstairs, but that made zero sense. So I ended up selling it. This looks a little bad, but trust me, it was a lot worse downstairs. I was sorting everything out. But this is basically what I have to put away, including some bags that I brought over here, book bags, traveling bags. So I have that here. I already stored like a few things up here. And this is just like things that I need to organize and put away. And I do have one more bag that I need to like put away. But right now, the best way that I can go about putting away my jewelry, those even though I have these drawers that you can like separate some of the jewelry, it's not all gonna go in well there. But I'll tell you that I really love this. I got this on Amazon. I'll link it down below. But it keeps my jewelry in these little sleeves. And I love that it can do that. And so I have that here. And then this I can put inside of that drawer, or I could put it in here. So I just have to play around with it and see where it's gonna go. But I have a lot of travel stuff here, which I have like a little travel drawer dedicated over here, which I'll take you around in a little bit. But I'm just gonna start putting these things away, organizing it. It looks worse than what it is. I think I'll be done pretty quickly. Now, the best way for me to organize was to actually look at all of my stuff, see what I had, and really focus on where I was going to place it. My goal for my home is to have a space for everything, which is why I was really going through every single thing that I had and really taking a hard look at what I needed versus what I did not need. Now, this drawer came with this piece that I guess was for bracelets and stuff. And honestly, I don't have a lot of jewelry like that. A lot of the stuff that I own is fake. And this piece just did not make sense. So I decided to take it out and I used the space however it best fit my stuff. Now, this took a while because I had to go through all of the things that I had. It took me a couple of days, but eventually I found a system that worked for me. One of the fun parts for me was also trying to make it look as aesthetic as possible. Before, I never really had the urge to do so because who was going to see it? But now that I had a place where I could display things, I wanted to do it in a nice way, but I also wanted to make sure that it was functional. So, as I was kind of going through all of my things and looking at what I had, I wanted to make sure that the accessories or whatever it is that I ordered would make sense in that space and that I would be able to maximize my space and make it fully functional. Now, not every single drawer is filled, and I'm okay with that. It gives me space for if I need anything in the future, but I don't feel the need to have to fill something just because it's empty or to make it look aesthetic. That will come with time. And right now, I am just focusing on making my space cluttered free and organized. And I don't know about you, but having an organized and cluttered free space actually frees my mind up and I can think more clearly. So I'm in the last stages of organizing the rest of my stuff. I have these summer outfits that I had still not taken out of bins. I have 3 bins of summer outfits. The goal is to just put away what I know I'm going to use for the summer. I don't see myself vacationing yet. For this summer, I don't know if it's going to happen or if it's not going to happen. More than likely right now it's looking like it's not going to happen. But there are things that I just would not use if it's not a vacation piece. But whatever I'm not going to use, I'm just going to keep in the bins. I need seasonal change because there's no way that I could fit all of my stuff in this closet. My husband, on the other hand, he was able to fit all of his stuff, winter and summer. God bless him. I can't do that. But there's also things that I totally cannot fit into. But I don't want to give away if I know I'm going to use it again. I will lose weight. Right now, I am a little fluffy, but I'm working on it. I'm going to be losing weight and I want to be able to fit into that at some point in time. I will lose the weight though. Just saying. I'm gonna lose the weight. I think this hat needs to go because it's just what happened to it? It's no. It's no. It's not gonna work. I feel like normally during the summertime, I would probably have this closet full of all of the clothes that I had in those bins. But due to the fact that I had gained a lot of weight and a lot of it did not fit me, I ended up putting back in the bins. Also, with unpacking a lot of things, I was able to rearrange my clothes to put it wherever I felt like it needed to be more accessible. Like if I don't wear it often, I will probably put it in the bottom drawers. And that's exactly what I did with my bathing suit and cover-ups. I put them in my bottom drawer. But contrary to what people think, I am not in my pool every single day, all day. Another Amazon package came in, so let's check it out. The box is not in great shape, I gotta tell you. I hope that nothing got ruined because this looked like it went through it. So this, I believe, is my jewelry organizer. Now, why did I get a jewelry organizer when I have several organizers within the drawers and island? Well, the thing is this. When I had looked at the organizer within the drawers, I feel like the necklaces, I can't really display them as I wish. They would have to be kind of squished together. So I want to see how it looks if I built like a little jewelry organizer on top of the drawer. So I'm already noticing they had the option for shiny gold, but I had opted for this one. And now I don't know if I should have gone for the shiny gold. I'm going to set it up and see how I feel about it because I just don't want to speak too soon. So this comes with a few screws. There's a little bit of setup required here. Here are the assembly instructions. So let me check it out. Let's take everything out. I love it when they come with the tools. I don't gotta be looking for tools. Okay, finished assembling it. This is what it looks like. So there's 3 from tallest, medium, small. Here you can put all types of earrings. You can put maybe rings here if you'd like, or whatever you want. It's like a little dish. And then here I can do necklaces. I can do bracelets if I want. So let's see how this looks, and I'm gonna start setting it up. Actually it does go with the knobs and with the mirror, so it actually is a perfect match. So I think we're gonna proceed with keeping it. I have to put the little cushions, but I'm gonna save that for last. I want to see how this looks. I want to get a full view of what it looks like. You can see I've put a lot of stuff here. I still have stuff to bring up, but everything is together and it'll get even more tangled that way, so I want to avoid doing that. All right, so this is where we are, how I've sorted pretty much all of the jewelry. I also forgot that I have jewelry in here because I was like, where's my bracelets? Where's this? So I have this as well that I have jewelry in that has sleeves and stuff like that. But I love that everything is displayed here. So that's working. And then I'll take you in here. And I have a few other things to do. Oh, start wearing these more often. It's so pretty. Okay, guys, let's talk about the simple little things first. So my husband designed this space with a little nook in mind with a little chair. He liked it because it also had storage inside of it. So we have our iron here, our steamer, some wrinkle release, you know, things like that, this Downy one. And we put it in here. And it's very functional because you would never know that it is an extra storage space. And also it's great for if you want to sit down, put on your shoes, or just hang out here because I just like looking at the space. Okay, now I'll give you a quick overview of my husband's side of the closet. He put all his sneakers in those shelves. He organized all his shirts by polos, short sleeve, and then the long sleeve. This is the one he wore today that's sticking out. But the long sleeve, and then he had put his suits here, jackets and sweaters there. And then he used his space up here for his pants and put them in the pant hanger. This is currently how he has his setup within the drawers that he has. I'm not gonna go into his drawers because I don't know if he'd feel comfortable with that. So we'll just focus on my stuff. But yeah, he's very organized and I really love how he does organize his things. I did recommend to him because he was gonna buy a tie organizer and I'm like, well, why don't you just use the spaces and the boxes to put your ties, which he did do, and it looks great. And he just recently put his hats in here, which I think looks great as well. It's nice and organized. Now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed in the video, but there are like little gaps, like little storage areas that you can just kind of sneak things up in there, which is pretty cool and I love. So that's nice to have an option for extra storage. Now I'm moving along to my side. Okay, so I have put a lot of my clothes out. It's summer season. I do have a lot of winter stuff, but I put that away because I did not want it to look too cluttered and take up too much space. So I put all of my stuff in here. I had shared with you that we had gotten these hangers, which I really love. And it has like the gold hook. And that is super cute. I love the way it looks. I love that everything looks super coordinated between the hangers. Oh no. See, this I don't like. And I just realized that this is a hanger, a regular hanger. We'll put this here for now because my OCD. But I like to have these pant hangers separate from the shirt hangers because to me it looks a lot more organized. So let me just show you how these look. I absolutely love them. They're like that velvet kind of hanger with the gold hardware. And then I have some sweaters and jackets here, blazers, and some short rompers. Over here are my shoes. So what I realized once I put my shoes on, and listen, Linda, I am one to say that I do not have a lot of shoes. And compared to a lot of other women, I don't have a lot of shoes. This is my defense, guys. I'm sticking with it. But I really don't. If you look at them, I have a few sandals up there, but this is basically all I have in shoes and sneakers. I was not really a person who wore sneakers, but honestly, with the lymphedema, it does help sometimes to just have my foot like closed up in like a tight sneaker. So it's good for me to use. And the shoes, I haven't been buying a lot because of the lymphedema, but I do have my sparkles, you know. My sparkle, look at how cute. Okay, that's it. But so what I found to be a storage solution, because what I did have was a lot of flats. Guys, let me show you my storage solution. And I am absolutely obsessed with it. Here we go. Look at that. I got this from Amazon. Yes, it will be linked below. But basically, I can put my Crocs, my flats, I could even double them up if I want. And it is such a great solution, and I do not waste the space underneath my clothes. I love that these had pockets so that I was able to put like any like foot cushion or whatever it is, like these liners for gel, the gel heel liners. I love that I could put this in the back because it all goes with the theme of shoes, right? And if I have to look for it, I know that it's in this space. So I have everything in here. I love that it's enclosed in this little zipper and I can see right through it. There's no dust coming in here. And it also, I love the handles, and it also has pockets here. So I have heel protectors here as well. But this is such a great find, guys. Let me show it to you from here, from this angle. I think that this is great. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16 slots. It has 16 slots. And I think that it was absolutely perfect for this space. Like I said, I could put it under there. It's not taking space here, and it doesn't take away from my shelves. So this to me was an awesome solution. All right, and look how perfectly it fits right under there. Now I do have more space for shirts and stuff. That just means I have to go shopping a little more, right? No, but like my husband, I also have these little slots here. So I have like a Monopoly game, my karaoke mic, cause you know, and whatever it is that I don't reach for the most, I put up there. I have like a little basket here, and in here I have like winter gloves, hats, all in one space. I have a book bag there, and just like boxes to like things that I own, like my laptop box or, you know, my old iPhone. I don't know why I just can't part with them. I have a memory box up there that you can't see, but it's there. And over here on this side, I have all my long dresses because that was the point of my husband making this long, narrow closet. And I also have 2 boxes of shoes there, which those 2 I am planning on probably selling because they don't fit too well with my issue with my foot. Now, guys, let me show you this cute organizer that I just bought. I walk you through it in the video. I at first was not sure that I would like it, and I absolutely love it. I wasn't sure that I would like this color, but it goes perfectly with the mirror. It goes perfectly with the knobs. And then I have gone ahead and organized this. I did not want it to look cluttered, right? This is actually to sell. I have a watch, but this is to sell. And I have my 2, this was given to me on a Mother's Day, and I have like more of these like things that mean something to me back here. It's not something that I probably wear, but I just kind of want to show you. that when I was 18 years old, I participated to be Miss New York, Miss Teen New York USA. I was in the pageant, and that is just a fond memory of mine. I have a brooch, and then I also have this beautiful lipstick and lips one with the diamond. Not something that I would wear often, but you know, I have it there. And then here I just have like bracelets and stuff that I probably won't wear as often, but I also have this cute little necklace that Julian made for me when he was younger. And I am a little bit of a sentimental person, so I don't like parting with those kind of things. Ray had given me my wedding rings in these boxes. They're empty, but I don't want to part with it. So in essence, I am a tad bit of a hoarder. He calls me a hoarder, the nerve. But yeah, this is how I organize my space. I have these hoops, which I could not really put here. But in addition to that, so here are my purses. Again, I am not a person who has a lot of accessories, a lot of purses, a lot of shoes. Again, nothing super expensive or anything like that. I do have a good few bags. I have these Michael Kors ones, a Tory Burch one up there, and I still have space for another one. Hint, hint, babe, I need another purse. Anyway, and then what I loved was that I got these dividers, and at first I didn't know how I was going to feel about them, but I absolutely love them because it keeps it like looking organized. And even though there is space in the back, I can still utilize that space to put in little things. Like even here, I have a wallet. So these dividers, absolutely divine. Love them. I have my J-Lo hat here. Yeah, I call it my J-Lo hat. And then I have like my traveling bags. So whenever I need to pack a travel bag, usually this is the one that comes with me. I could slide in my laptop and everything else. So shout out to Jolie for hooking me up with the bags. I still have them. All right. Again, OCD. I can't just, oh no, we gotta zip it up. How am I leaving it like this? Okay. Ooh, these two bags I got in Italy, and yes, it's real leather. Okay, moving on. Here I have a drawer with my travel essentials and whatever I need to like clean shoes and stuff. Here I have all my chargers that if I need to travel, I do not need to plug anything from my nightstand because it is all in this bag. And so you just plug this into the wall with a USB and you are good to go. So I absolutely love this, and I love the little storage bag because it comes with plenty of space and it has two sides. So I have that there. I have my pill box, which I really don't use as much, I gotta be honest. And then some like travel like solutions here. I have my Purells and whatever, anything that I can grab to put in my purse as well, I have here. I also have some content creating things, my international charger, and then this great piece as well that I use for travel containers. And here I have a jewelry cleaner. I still haven't filled these spaces up yet, but it's good that I do have space for in case I add anything, I will be able to accommodate and not have to like move a lot of things around. In this drawer, I have like t-shirts and camisoles, as you can see here. And then in this drawer, I have all, this is all of my workout gear, guys. And I really need to get back to it. I need to start working out. But anyway, it's here. It's ready for me. And then here I have an empty drawer, which is absolutely awesome. We'll see how this goes in winter, because if I feel like I can fit everything without it feeling cluttered, then maybe I'll incorporate it. But for now, I do not have. I just realized that I did not take you through these drawers. So here I have some scarves. They're very thick. It's not like I could put them in like a small container. They are thick scarves. So I put that here. In here, I have the two pants that I just ordered from Amazon. They're like linen pants, and an empty drawer here. And here I put my bathing suit and cover-ups at the bottom drawer. If I do not, like I said, if I do not need the space for winter, then I won't swap it out. You guys, I forgot to also mention this awesome feature. I'm not sure if I showed you in the first video, but I love that I can change the colors of this, even though I would probably keep it, you know, pink. It's not really supposed to be a pink. It's probably like a purple, but it looks super cute. I love the way it looks all illuminated under here. Another thing I want to highlight is these acrylic containers. I already had them, but I love that I can put things and it doesn't look cluttered, because I could have, yes, let's say in essence, just did this, right? But I don't like the way that looks, for one. And two, I like that I can put things in its own container, move it if I need to, and it just looks a lot more organized. I have another one in here that I forgot to mention, and it just keeps everything together. So I love that I have that container there. And I also have one here for my gibbets and one here for my perfumes. So these you could actually find in like TJ Maxx. They also have them on Amazon. And like I said, I could simply just put the gibbets in this space, but it wouldn't look as good. And also I like that I can just take it out, grab what I want and use it, put it back when I'm done. And that is that. I'll give you another quick overview of what it all looks like. I don't think I spoke about this mirror, by the way, guys. This entire door is an actual mirror. It is a door that is a mirror, which I absolutely, hey guys, which I absolutely love. It's full length, so we can get ready here and, you know, make sure that we're not, you know, looking crazy or anything like that. But I am in love with this door. My husband did such a great job picking it out. I had no idea until he put it up that he picked out a door with a mirror, which I love. But this is pretty much it, guys. This is my setup. This is how I'm using all of my drawers and my space currently. Like I said, one of my favorite items is that shoe organizer, and that can go pretty much in any corner. I could have put it in that corner over there. I put it under my clothes. This could go in the closet if you wanted to, wherever you want, and it fits perfectly and stores a lot of shoes, especially if they're flats or your Crocs. For the Crocs, I put, by the way, one of each because I had the space, and why not? I didn't want to squish them in there, but this is pretty much it. I still have space to fill if I want to add anything, but I am absolutely obsessed again with how this turned out. I love that I can see everything out in the open and that I can basically use it more because it is visible. My husband did a great job organizing his side as well. I'm just very happy with everything. It just turned out really great. This space is fully functional and I use it every single day. I've had a lot of fun just putting things away and finding places for it. This was a bit tedious doing the jewelry, but once it was set up, it's just like, wow, I finally see everything right in front of me. I don't have to go scrambling through my boxes. Before I used to have Alex drawers, the very tall one, and I just didn't have it as organized. And this is just a great way to display everything and not have to go digging around for my jewelry, having my belts displayed, my shades. But I am absolutely thrilled with this space. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please drop a comment as to what is your favorite space of this closet. Like, what did you like the most? What did you think of the organizing? And if you have any recommendations of how I can organize it further, I would love to hear it. And if I can implement it, I would love to implement it. So I definitely appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate your support. So thank you for being here. If you haven't checked out my other videos, feel free to check them out. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I'm a hoot. I'm just saying, I'm hooped. I would love to have you as my subscriber and as my friend. We love to do it all here. I love talking about cleaning, organizing, transforming spaces, but most of all, I love talking about God, faith, and all the things in between. So please consider subscribing, give me a like, and drop me a comment. Have a blessed one, everyone. Take care.